And time now for our community update this morning. Joining us today is Green Bay Police Chief Andrew Smith. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here. Thanks.
Now, we've had protests in our area over the officer-involved shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. Most in Green Bay have been peaceful, but officers did have problems at a protest this past weekend. Tell us about it.
Well, you're right. Almost all the protests we've had have been peaceful. But this weekend on Saturday, what started out as a peaceful protest with some young people kind of morphed into a protest where it actually became an unlawful assembly. We had people that were throwing objects at people. They were pulling up manhole covers, blocking streets, doing things that are illegal. And we had to take some action. Ultimately, 15 people were arrested. 5 of those were after 10 o'clock at night for curfew, but we had disorderly conduct arrests, resisting arrest problems, and things like that. So it was unfortunate that a peaceful protest kind of got hijacked into a kind of a violent and certainly a lot of criminal activity.
Now, one of those arrests included a man who was associated with Antifa.
Yeah, Antifa is this organization that is a kind of a loose organization. They call themselves anti-fascist, but they have a history of being violent, of committing violent acts at protests. So this 17-year-old guy, not from Green Bay, shows up here in Green Bay. He's armed with, all his pals have baseball bats, and he comes in with his Antifa flag, and he's got a propane tank with some kind of a torch or flamethrower on it. He's got pyrotechnics, firework rockets, and things of that nature. He's got smoke grenades and a bag full of rocks. Now, why is he coming to a peaceful protest in Green Bay from out of town with all this gear and all these pals with baseball bats? Well, clearly he wasn't here to peacefully protest. He ended up in jail, and he sat in jail for a couple of days on a number of charges that he had, including some charges from some other cities where he goes around committing the same kind of protest.
Now, did he do any damage?
No, we got him just as he was joining this unlawful assembly that we declared. One of our officers recognized him, went to talk to him. His pals ran away. They tried to get into some strange person's house or some stranger's house.
Oh.
And the person's like, "What are you guys with baseball bats trying to come into my house?" Of course, they didn't let him in. We ended up questioning them, detained him. He was ultimately arrested and booked down at the Brown County Jail.
Now, a 17-year-old was arrested in connection with a weekend shooting near Oakdale Avenue and Main Street. When he was arrested, there was quite a large police presence to take him in on the city's east side.
Yeah, this started where he got in a dispute, and we believe it was over narcotics, as most of these shootings that we have in Green Bay are disputes with young people over a narcotics transaction. He ultimately shot someone in the hindquarters, and that person just got out of the hospital yesterday. This guy was seen in the area. We got a tip that he was in the area. Our detectives went out there, spotted him. He ran into a large wooded area. We set up a perimeter as quickly as we could. That's what all the police presence was for. We were looking for this young man. Ultimately, we found him in a vehicle that had driven away from the area. Sheriffs did a great job taking him into custody without incident, and he's facing felony charges with the district attorney's office.
Now, there have been 3 shootings in that Seymour Park area. What are you doing to keep that community safe?
Well, there seems like there's a couple of houses in that area that are really problematic. There's the house that we searched the other day had something like 11 people living in it, and a bunch of them fled when we arrived. So there's a few problem locations out there. Great neighborhood. I talked to a lot of the folks out there. They're really nice people in that neighborhood. They just have a couple of locations that are problematic, and we're going to start working on those and working with our code enforcement and making sure we're working with the landlords to make sure that we're doing everything to keep that neighborhood safe. You'll see extra patrols down there as well.
Now, there is proposed legislation that would allow local law enforcement agencies to diversify their hiring practices. Can you explain this and how it will help the Green Bay Police Department?
You bet. There's a problem in Wisconsin here where people that are DACA individuals, of which there are about 6,000 or 8,000 in Wisconsin, they could join the military, they could become state patrol officers, but they can't become police officers or sheriffs. This is a huge number of qualified individuals that we think might make good police officers. And this one individual we highlighted yesterday, Jose Del Rio, great guy. He's been working with the police department for years, wants nothing more than to be a Green Bay police officer and serve this community, and he can't because there's a glitch in the statutes in Wisconsin that doesn't allow him. State Senator Mako and Dave Steffens are working to change that. We're hoping we can get that changed so we can hire talented, young, community-oriented officers just like Mr. Del Rio.
And this would be good for our communities.
I think it would be great for our communities because we'd have people in our police departments that represent all the communities that we serve. They'd be Jose is bilingual. He grew up here in Green Bay. He knows the Hispanic community. He knows the immigrant community. He's a great guy, and there's a lot of youngsters just like him that would make great police officers. We're hoping we get this passed.
All right, thanks for joining us today, Chief. We appreciate your time.
Great to be here.